I have worked at the factory for many years. Every day I stayed late until 4 in the morning, but now I leave right on time, even when the only lithography machine in the world malfunctioned. As a senior engineer, I took off my gloves and left the moment the clock struck the end of my shift. Just a week ago, I was 2 minutes late the next day after working until 4 a.m. The new factory director immediately announced he would deduct $100,000 from my annual bonus. An old technician tried to persuade me to apologize, but I knew clearly the director was just trying to threaten me. A coworker couldn't hold back and spoke up for me, saying I had worked too late the night before, and being 2 minutes late was understandable. But the director wouldn't listen. Instead, he threatened anyone who spoke up for me would also be fired, to avoid getting others in trouble. I decisively signed the punishment notice. The director took the signed notice and warned everyone that anyone who broke his rules would face the same punishment. Then he appointed his nephew as a new engineer and introduced new factory regulations to target me directly. His nephew even posted the rules right in front of me, but I just smiled. When the clock hit the end of the workday, I shut down my computer and started packing my things. Under the surprised gaze of my senior, I left work on time. At that moment, the chairman from the neighboring company came to see me. After hearing I was being targeted at the factory, he immediately offered me an $800,000 salary, hoping I'd join his company. But I rejected him directly, because the battle here had just begun, and I wanted to protect the place my master built with his life. The next day I arrived at the factory at exactly 8 a.m., but as soon as we powered up the machines, the entire production line malfunctioned, and every product came out cracked. Facing this issue, the director immediately called me over. I checked and calmly said, the problem was due to no pre-operation calibration. The supervisor was confused, since I had always come early to handle it before. Upon hearing that, the director accused me of holding a grudge, and wanted to fire me on the spot. But I stated directly, according to Rule 3, pre-operation checks and calibration are part of regular duties, and should be completed during regular work hours. The director was rendered speechless. Then his nephew said he could calibrate the machines. The director's eyes lit up, and immediately let him try. Once he finished, the director promoted him to senior engineer, but the next second, the products failed quality inspection. Veteran employees suggested they should let me handle it. Seeing his nephew at a loss, the director had no choice but to come back to me and asked me to calibrate the machines. As a senior engineer, I instantly saw the issue. The director ordered me to repair the machine at once. While fixing it, I picked up a thermometer and began checking one by one. The supervisor got anxious, told me to just use my experience. The director even ordered me to hurry, or he'd dock my pay. I calmly replied. Rule 5 clearly forbids guesswork and experience-based operations. The director was so angry he shook all over and stormed off. After a full day, the director woke up from a nap and found I still hadn't finished calibrating. He assumed I was slacking, but the supervisor explained. This task was truly difficult, and I was already on the final step. Hearing that eased the director's mind, but then I glanced at the clock. It was time to get off work, so I stopped immediately and took off my gloves. Under everyone's stunned gaze, I calmly announced that I was off the clock.